Alright, and welcome to the stream. I am the Faustian Man playing as Professor Push in game for EVE Online. I have been, well, learning skills in Jita. Not too exciting, but I'm back now. The corporation has moved out to Fountain, and I am going to try to fly out to them. Hopefully I make it. Right now, I'm in my learning clone in Jita.
Oh my god.
Let's
honestly,
I'm sorry
about that. Imagine what happened.
See how everything's going.
Yeah? Like last time BLK, we came to save you boys, yeah. Only NC Dot not turning up to save. It's gonna be fucking great.
Oh, right.
And let me check the stream sound real quick.
I thought you were.
Might be a little annoying.
You were PL for some reason.
No. We came to save.
Oh, you saved us, yeah.
I'm also broadcasting comms. It's just Defense League comms. And let me check the stream sound real quick. Might be a little annoying. Alright, I'll have to speak a little closer.
Oh, you saved
BL's been fucking around with goons forever, though, haven't they?
Yeah, but fucking, there's no point now in it.
Alright, let's undock and get ready.
Up north. And there's basically nothing you can do about it. The indexes are going to be crazy high. You know, they're going to be
Adjusting the sound a little bit.
The most minor of timers. It's not worth the hassle.
I think I have everything. Alright, let's make that clone jump.
Kill the freighter.
Those are all the ship skins I was looking at. That's pretty cool stuff.
Anyone else need shield?
Leave the ship.
It's just in that new rep design, it makes no difference if I go to the killer.
No, the bomb.
And the music is ripping loud in
If this most on your ship can hold, no amount of rapping will save you to life for you.
Did you have the map staggered, but?
Deaf Sun. That's the
Yeah,
one.
staggering it, but.
That only matters if it's multiple bombs. And you can take the first one, but if it's
Alright,
one that killed
here
you,
we are.
You know, it killed you, all the reps of the world.
It's going to adjust
Yeah,
ever
so
so slightly.
Basically, if you're gonna light a Sino, at least light with a frigate.
The master
Or not
volume.
frigate, with a, like a cruiser.
Drake.
Alright,
Well ahead of you.
we have some ships over here
Callie,
on the
Artemis,
right,
I
and
will
let's
catch
see,
you, bitch. Not right now, but I will
Let's see
eventually
how that
catch her. She's
goes.
over
Let me
here at
just-
the Mimitar station.
One day.
get that up just a little
One day when
bit.
I evolve, when I
Just so
grow,
you can hear
grow
me a
up
little
from a
better.
hatch,
I'm gonna adjust the
Right.
sound. I have a
will be-
tendency
I will
to
be a
not
better
project
pilot.
and get a
And
little
then fuck you.
quiet. Alright.
Whoa.
Talking
Oh
permission
well,
requested.
I like your attitude, mate. You've already got a list, mate. It took me years before I got a list.
I still haven't
Before
got a
what?
list.
Well, you got a list of like enemies to dunk. I'm quite
naive.
Alright, let's check the
main
mic.
C4 Black Legion, so I'm actually able to cross people off the list.
Properties,
You know? It's like, right, this
listen.
guy picked on me. Where is he now? Oh, yeah, we can go there. We can go to.
Ah, that's why.
I just go, oh look, another spaceship, I'm gonna shoot it.
Alright, that should be slightly. Oh, that's a lot better. Look at that already.
And,
Alright, that should be. Now I can talk and I can kind of trail off. It's weird because the sound decides to
and they're just real mad and
drop down for some reason to 5 all the time. I can't figure it out. I could adjust the sound here, the gain, but I'd rather do it in game for some reason. Alright, turn on skill planning because we do not want to forget to turn that on.
Wait.
Different than that.
I still have a lot of ships here.
I hate this person. So I don't.
Alright, what do I fly out there?
Right.
It's the question.
Because all the good people leave.
In high sec, I think everyone hates goons, and it's just like
I think
a prevailing thought. You know what I mean? But when you're out,
Well, that's
Yeah, exactly.
because, in high sec.
let's see where my corp mates are, and we'll see the big light. And it doesn't do it by weights, does it? Nope, it does not. All right.
Ganking that happens is all, you know, goons basically. So they've got every reason to hate them in high sec. But in no sec, unless goons are actually dicking on you at that present moment in time, then there's no real need to.
Where do
worry
we
about it.
go?
You live in Wicked Creek.
It was like YZ or
dislike
something.
teams, you know, because they're doing nothing to you.
I wouldn't dislike me if it was,
Z?
even if I was fighting him. I didn't dislike PL when we were fighting him either.
Tack?
I mean, it's a fight, you know. It's
I think this is at Phoenix and Fountain.
if the sandbox wasn't a sandbox, we wouldn't be here. It'd be
26
boring as fuck to
jumps
be in Huntsville
and
mining.
for shooter.
Yeah, can I just jump in?
Manage
Can I
routes.
just jump in there for a tick and say, if
That's
dudes
Kigali.
attack us, please don't shit on them. Just defend the Sinos and no harm, no foul. Also,
FD tack.
if dudes
Why?
come in,
Why do I have that on? It's
don't
avoided.
appear to be aggressing, but want to light their own Sino or drop a can with somebody's name on it, then please don't blow them up before they can do it.
And that message brought to you by Kigali Kigali. CNM and Dojo person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone was Dark Elf nearby.
Yeah, and I think we blew him up. Or he's gonna bomb us.
Yeah, he did that afterwards. Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't know which ship to take here. Junker? What the hell's that? No, that's a catcher. I know the Mesquite and the Meth Smoothie should be able to navigate through. Yeah, that's what we want. Let's take La Mesquite. Le Mesquite. And see if that navigates well enough to our home. I mean, I should have no troubles. Saw the fit, so. This is a good,
I actually kind of want to see like a group of like 20 freaking Manticores come rolling up with bombs. That would be kind of interesting.
this is a good fit,
Also,
just to see what's going on in the area.
Shrug.
Are you just doing it in like T1 frigates? Like most T1 frigates.
Oh, let me join the. See, that's a mistake. If you don't join the fleet, you're gonna when you're in system, forget it.
Whatever, man. It's 400,000 ISK that we're out. And it's
Oh,
like-
that's what they're setting up for. Where the hell is the?
Negative, we have 500 Sinos for heading out. Just give me the dojo. Anybody who has a dojo tag in Mumble should be able to access the hangar that it's in, or any BNI director.
We're setting up for the Bellicose
I'll go
Memorial.
to bed, I'll let it sign and then I'll go to sleep.
I've probably looted more than 500 sinos in my career.
There's no defense lead up.
I've got so many.
Let me ask and see if there's a defense lead.
Is it alright if non-brave people grab it? I'm bringing my ults in because I never bothered training Sano on my main.
It's available on the YZ station if you want it.
Cool.
The skill, I mean.
Do you guys have a defense fleet up?
Is there Bellicose?
The John Bellicose fleet right now, I think.
Great, thanks.
There's a thing about it. Yeah, the Bellicose Memorial thing.
All right, now let's get on our way. I mean, it should be a fairly uneventful. Warp. Hello, warp.
Warp drive active.
There we
Blind
go.
action considered an act of aggression.
Because the person you're repping is aggressive.
Unless
What,
we
do you
hit
mean
sound
like
effect.
do you mean, have you got a weapons timer or have you just got aggro timer? You'll get
Weapons
an...
timer.
Okay, then they've shot something within the last 60 seconds. If you've just got the aggression on it and they've been aggressive, you'll get the same time that they have. So if you've got a 30 seconds weapon time, then they shot someone 30 seconds, okay?
That looks like a pretty good layout.
Warp drive active.
Jewel me.
Really aligned. Go away.
Battle monkey. All right. I think am I a little too high? I'm gonna drop it down a little. I think I just might be clipping, and I'm too lazy to check my sound again in the actual client because that involves opening windows and messing with my.
What was it?
Involves opening windows and messing with my sound, so I don't feel like doing that. Let's do something very stupid and mess with sound in game during recording.
I'll be able to use the Thresher in about 10 minutes.
That
but the only thing
looks
is
better.
that
Let's
I'll
see.
be fitting
Hey
the
everyone.
shot.
Yeah, it looks a lot better. I hate how that sound resets every time.
Warp drive active.
Just look through the metas and see if there are any other things you can stick in there.
Alright, I'm looking a little bit right now. I just bought some of those rigs on the list at least, so I have that.
An
It's not
Arazu.
learning system, so controllers.
What is an Arazu? I forget.
Because why not overkill it?
Some kind of.
I wanna be.
I have no idea what this ship is. Oh, it's little. It's a recon ship or something, right? Interesting. Interesting.
Warp drive active.
How much do? Hey, look, I was right. It was a recon ship.
Just bought a couple of blasts.
Warp drive active.
It'd be nice for this game too, like a foot pedal. For like, if you want to, you know, accelerate. I'm watching my sound levels. You guys ever play Werewolf? Werewolf Online? Werewolf Online, I wish. Werewolf the RPG, excellent game. World of Darkness. Which Eve was supposed to bring to fruition, well, CCP, they never did. It was unfortunate they didn't. I thought it would work. A lot of people didn't think it would work. But, you know, it's one of those things. I thought they could do it because, well, they were going to do Werewolf. They were going to do Vampire the Masquerade. And I had thought that Vampire the Masquerade, if you've ever played it, all it is a glorified political jerk-off fest, you know? To be blunt. I don't know, there's different ways to play it, but that's... I've seen about 5 games played by different storytellers. And it was just that. It was...
Oh man, watching their raid.
If you were friends with the storyteller, you got a good position, like maybe as a prince or, you know, one of those types of inner circle. And if you weren't, you were pretty much not involved. Like the kid I know did it. His name was Vin. Vin did he rented out hotels, and that's where they did it. And
I'd do that. Like a
writing a story for that many people, it could be done. You'd have to have a team, but I mean, you had like the inner circle, and that's where the story would progress. And then you would have people showing up that wanted to be vampires and play, but they would just sit around and do nothing. No. At least that's what I heard. I never went. Never did the LARPing thing.
Is that a Thanatos outsider base?
It's a blue one too.
But yeah, so I thought... I mean, EVE Online is so political, right? It is agreements and backroom deals and secrets and handshakes and...
It's gonna be interesting watching the Chimera.
So I thought that would naturally just parlay right into
It is really crazy.
Vampire.
It is.
Yeah, the skill training too. I mean, there's not even that much combat in Vampire.
Yeah, I'm 12.
And you have to worry about losing your humanity. It would have been perfect. You know, you make little cities,
If you
and
want to look at the pretty lights,
that's what you do. And then there's like the prince and stuff like that, who brokers power and everything.
If you really want to have a good look at it, press Control.
It's the same thing as CEOs or FCs of giant nullsec alliances, and
It literally just turns off all of the UI and then buttons everything.
It was just such a cool idea. Such a cool idea. And
Really doesn't like my
this is
time.
bothering me. OCD kicking in.
You guys are serious, dude.
And it just never came to fruition. Again, I thought it was just a natural.
No, it's Mayors.
Now, werewolf, on the other hand, werewolf would be like the PvP spiritual freaking warriors and that game. I DM'd. I was a storyteller for a werewolf session, Werewolf the Apocalypse, in the 90s, and fucking rocked that game. And you know, people bitch about werewolves being overpowered. They're supposed to be. They're werewolves. A vampire and a werewolf. A werewolf will always kill a vampire. It's not even supposed to stand a chance unless that vampire is really powerful. Unfortunately, I think the guy who wrote Underworld, or directed it at least, was a World of Darkness player, because the werewolf vampire thing and then the certain similarities, it just seemed like it was World of Darkness. Oh, Underworld's such a bad movie. So my goal is to move as much stuff out as possible. See how that goes, ship by ship. Oh, I didn't tell you guys what I did. That was really stupid. All right, I took
Can someone help me with fitting? Sorry, it's a little bit off topic. All
right, let me give you a little bit of backstory. For those of you who don't remember,
It's not really defense fleet or anything. It's more dojo.
Brave Newbies was having
But yeah, it says on cap stable, but I'm
drama,
definitely not. I run out.
and they were worried about, you know, a lot of users either leaving or not logging in,
What's going on?
Warp drive.
which is normal.
Activating real modules at once, you need to stagger.
Because we grew so big, and then, you know, we're gonna move and everything, and
Try this.
there was leadership drama and, you know, endless stuff. You could read about it somewhere, I'm sure.
using an auger
And
lights on the Chimera's drones.
we'd received word we're moving to YZ,
Yeah,
all
I
right?
think that means you need to
And the there wasn't many people in the place I just left, Deaf Sun. I was like, all right, that makes sense. You know, not a lot of people are playing or active at this particular time, especially. So, even in chat, if I could show you chat, there wasn't that many people logged in. Like, there's a lot logged in right now, but there wasn't at this particular time. And then there was like a little, where we moved, Defense Force, maybe 3 or 4 people who were AFK. And, yeah, it was that. So I thought, all right, I'll just move my stuff out.
Yeah.
Where did I move it to? I have dyslexia. So, instead of moving it to YZ TAC, I moved it to Y TAC Z. I moved it to
Yeah, it works fine now.
the opposite friggin'.
Which kind of tanked it really.
Let me just show you. I'm 9 jumps away, right? So I want to go here. That's where I moved.
if they make their spaceships any better to look at.
Dyslexia is a bitch. And when I got there, there wasn't. This is a crazy story. All right, so it's so disheartening to look and to see how far my ships are.
Sorry, Mr. Chimera.
And getting it out there was a friggin' nightmare because, you know, it's not friendly. And I was like, okay, I gotta cloak up and warp and hide and, you know, all this stuff. And then there's defense forces up there. There's a goon presence up there too. And like Fwedit's up there.
Cap chain. Come on, guys. Cap chain on the Chimera drones.
So, all right, let me tell you the story.
And shield wraps.
So fucking
It's so bad, Corkle. Norkle, you have no idea. Like, all right, so I move everything in that station, and I don't see that many people online, right? And I look in chat, our Mumble, and I'm like, okay, there's not that many people online, so
That was a bomb.
let me, you know, everyone's kind of down, so I'll just move my stuff and do it myself. I don't want to wait for the moving fleets. I just get this done because this guy's gonna learn recon ships 5, so move your stuff out. So I move some of my major ships out. I get to the station, and you can dock there. Like, it's territory, you know, Salve. But that station you can dock and use all the services there, so it's like a free port. So I'm just moving my ships there at a time, you know, and I'm like, wow, this system is really dead. And then I realized later on that
It's a very good sign.
like I wasn't in Fountain, I was in Veil of the Silent.
There's none in station. It's in fleet. It's in the MOTD.
Nightmare. Oh, that really
So
sucked.
if you want to make some money,
So now I have to either get new ships or move them there. There's like 57 jumps and I gotta move those ships again. That's gonna really suck. But Fuerte was really cool. And then like when I would read the Reddit and stuff, everything that was happening with the locals was kind of mirroring what was happening in that
It's like these
system.
little bombs. I just
So I all thought it added up.
You know, it's like a mill. It'll light a Sino for hours.
Warp drive
If it blows up, it's only a mill, so I don't care.
But I thought I was like, wow, I'm the first one out here. It's gonna be great, you know. I made it. And then I'm like, oh no, it's
What was that?
YZ TAC, not Y Taxi.
No,
Oh.
there's a green ball that just flew away. I think that was like a bug or something.
Fucking dyslexia sucks.
Fireworks.
What are you gonna do? It's a pretty quiet move out here.
Not quite as good, but it's alright.
I guess I missed most of the gate camps and everything.
Sinos, but it's a little dangerous.
Oh, the John Bellicose Memorial's happening soon. You guys can check our Reddit for that. I don't know if it's on the webpage yet. bravenewbies.org or the Twitter.
Yeah, we should get a
I think it's open to everyone, but I'm not quite sure.
drop party supplies down. Strippers.
I'm willing to donate a lot of firework and launches, but I don't have the timber or anything to bring it here in time.
J3B's got the quickest transit in town. Maybe you get one of the logistical dudes from J3B.
And I
to
think
get it.
this is pretty far from HiSec too. I think we got a little spoiled in head Jeep with head GP, you know.
So
That'll
I'll
run.
make some advice, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting a skin and yeah,
Bad idea. Bad idea.
terrible idea, right?
Man, those skins,
But I can't decide if I should get it
The skins
right
are
now or
kinda cool.
gamble on the price going down
where are the
in
skins?
the
There they are.
next while. And
It'll go down.
That's on it going down at least the next couple of weeks.
If you have OCD
so
collecting,
wait a few weeks until
Wow.
the prices step down a bit.
Well, the issue is that it's not on the market anymore. Like there aren't any new ones.
There will be.
Well, what
No, there won't be. I mean, there will be people putting theirs on the market, but you can't get them with Aurum anymore.
oh, the skin thing. The Aurum prices for skins aren't that
It's the
that
Nefantar
expensive.
Thrasher skin.
Yeah, you're probably not gonna get that cheaply anymore.
Thantar Thrasher, is that even nice? They're gonna do a reskin anyway with
I would have bought it before the patch, but I did not actually realize there was a Nefantar Thrasher until yesterday, so...
It's a 30-day skin, the first I've ever seen them in. Like a trial Thrasher skin.
30 days. It's weird.
The ones that drop.
Yeah, I don't know.
Question: What's a question?
When they
what sort
reskin
of,
these, it's gonna look
ammo should I use for the Scout Artillery 1? Or the R2?
all different.
Probably MP.
I have a feeling. 7-0 Bleach.
Depends what you're shooting, really.
warp drive
I really should have
There's
realized
also-
that I didn't see many
if
people.
you need explosive damage, I think. All three of
system.
those are
As you can tell, I'm still bothered by this.
just different times.
It's 57 jumps away. Oh god. What
A lot of people like hippie. I don't know why.
the skins are gonna be interesting.
It's,
But like when they reskin the ships and they're gonna do that, they're gonna change too. I mean, the Omen before this most recent reskin, that Omen was beautiful. It was this blue that was just
it's a
almost like an unholy blue. It was beautiful.
And someone take over the Dark Elf sign.
With the reskins that made the MR ships very goldy, like really shiny gold, it lost that. And I bought one just for the fact that I like looking at it.
Someone next up.
So when you repair at a
This was it, I think.
at a player end station, does that actually go to the
And they added the silver to it. Cador. It was the Cador one.
Yes. If it's set as being free, then.
And I think this was solid blue before the patch.
Keep in mind that this is not a player-owned station.
Solid. It was solid blue and black, kind of like what the Archon looks like, and it looked so badass. And then they
Inflation.
did the reskins a few months ago, and with the reskins, it lost its beautiful deep blue and became more of this.
But Flex is doing its best to counter that.
I don't know graphic design terms in regards to this, but I'm gonna say plasticky, and I'm moving away from the station. So maybe I want to dock. I'm here. That was pretty quick. And I think they made the MR ships overly metallic. What's the MR carrier? What the hell is that called? Not the Avatar.
Inflation is pretty crazy. I mean, the inflation's got to be like 20% per year over the last 5 years.
Oh look, an ISD is in
It's
system.
very high. There's a lot of total ISK faucets.
Let's see. Is it under capitals? Amar, the
I mean, if you think
Revelation.
about
Nope. It's the
5
flat
years
one.
ago, what was
What's the flat one called?
Flex or
300 mil?
Yeah.
No.
because
What's that flat one called? No, I think it's a carrier. Archon. That's it.
Wouldn't inflation mean that?
It looked like the Candor Archon. That's what the Navy Omen looked like. It was so cool.
Correct.
You know, there's no silver, just all this
No, that
black
is
and
the case.
blue.
You're looking at inflation from the standpoint of actual money. I'm talking about inflation in game. Those are completely opposite things.
Man, that was such a nice ship.
Depends because the actual amount of ISK, which is
So when they do the HD reskins, it's gonna
that high, but that's because lots
change
of
a
people
lot.
stockpile it.
Alright, so I moved one
Yeah,
ship
stockpiling
here.
is not a good thing to do in this game because there's so much inflation.
yeah, you gotta invest in commodities.
Yeah, but if
Do it again.
Increasing in value.
Oh wait, I gotta
beyond
put it.
inflation,
No
that's
wait,
perfectly
I don't
fine.
put a gem
Stockpile
clone
is a
here yet.
stable investment.
I'm gonna need a
No,
clone die.
stockpile ISK, but don't stockpile
No, no,
Plex,
no.
but don't stockpile ISK.
I don't
Yeah,
understand
that's what I meant.
anything
I'm saying stockpiling Plex is bad.
about
That's
No,
like
no.
futures
the opposite of
flex
what we should be
prices.
Yeah, no, ISK is stockpiling ISK.
Oh my god, there's a Talwar in dock and I'm on my pod. What's the station I need to go to? Not the Minmatar. There's the third station and I can't find it on my overview. Oh. Wow, there is a ton of Sinos here.
Yeah, it's been away for a
Jeez.
long time.
But how do I access something? See a thing.
It's on your com.
You can also do from your
Alright.
browser do
Oh, how about that?
do it from your browser.
So this is a fit that I could only get because there's only so much in stock.
Station services. Where the hell is that?
Oh, the Murkoan skin looks pretty sexy.
Star map. Services. Clone Bay. Which one here has it? It's supposed to give me the overview. Hello? There it is. Set destination.
I hope CCP gives us a few skins for Christmas this year.
Warp drive active.
And there we go.
Question for the Thrasher.
Gosh.
What
Such a
scripts were you using?
clunky process. So our staging, as you can tell, I've never been here before, or once. Our staging system appears to have... Great, pizza's here. Our staging system appears to be completely different than
Docking permission requested.
the clone system.
Docking
We really got spoiled. Look, he's ex-Borville enjoying pizza? Blast
For
from
whatever link is good for signature radius would be nice, considering these bombs.
Oh look, I had a ship here. Alright, let's see. Clone
general.
Yeah, some radius and
I don't have Def Sun.
shields would be great.
Alright, so I don't have Def Sun as my thing, so it's not going to be able to go back and forth. Wonderful.
Getting arrested by the
And Zincon, do I want to...
and swapping off.
The question is, we have X's in fleet?
The same bookmark every time, so
X's in fleet?
Bubble.
The question is, do I want to go back to Zincon, or do I want to... Well, I can't clone jump, so I have to go back to Zincon. Alright, so... Self-destruct. I'll never be able to make it in the pod. Hey, ISD Lumiere said hello to me. This is very nice of her. Alright, let's self-destruct. Hopefully I made the right choice. Hopefully I don't have a head full of implants I somehow missed. Hopefully I'm not picking like Destroy Clone or something. Alright.
Question.
What script?
I've never used this Loki.
For the Thrasher.
I don't. I can fly it. I can fly all those defensive systems. I've never used the damn thing.
Scan res.
Scan.
I made the mistake of flying battle cruisers once.
What's wrong with you?
That's Kigali. He does an excellent Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation.
Scan res me now.
Yeah. I made the mistake of using a battle cruiser. It was so slow. I didn't like them. I like small, fast ships. I think that kind of turned me off to the Loki.
Oh, I've just found those glowy green balls you were talking about. What the fuck are they? They're not. What are they?
It's just a glitch.
It's not a glitch.
Yeah,
it's not a glitch. It's the drifters. They're here. The alien.
Was it subsystems or something?
I'm on my way.
No, there it is. Minimal skills. I never put any more time into it, but after I did the battle cruiser, I thought I don't like small ships. All right, so let's get back to Def Sun. I'm gonna have to go in a pod.
Destroying my graphic.
So when I was younger, before I realized I had dyslexia, I actually didn't realize dyslexia until I had my PhD. After, like a few years after. Lovely stuff. I used to dial phone numbers, and I'd look at the piece of paper, look at it very carefully, because I know I'd mess up with numbers, and then dial, and it would be perfect. Like, it would match up perfect. And then I would leave a message, and Root King's really low. And wonder why the person never got back, or say they never received my message, and I was like, DF, man, you know, thought they were just, you know, blowing me off because whatever. And that wasn't the case at all. He's a thorax. Sugar. I should have used tax. Low sec Chenia? think they're Russians.
Should I put a booster in this Thrasher or no?
So I get the Death Sun, I'll make a clone, and then just start flying out my ships one by one.
And afterburner, if you can fit it.
Just use the fit I gave you, man.
I remember how I found out. I remember how I found out what station it was. It was
Well, I figured the micro warp drive or the afterburner would help.
we were doing a moving fleet, and when they set the destination, I was like, wow, it's not that many jumps from our last, you know, why is it so many shorter jumps? And then I'm like, oh my god, I made a horrible mistake. And now Thrasher's following me.
Things generally, you're going to be sitting
I
on
wonder
something
if
like
he's going to try to
a
get
gate,
me.
and he's going to warp into you, and you're going to grab him before he warps off.
I'll never be able to target me that quickly.
The cockbag Thrasher.
He's not a Thrasher, he's in a Thorax. I'll never be able to target me that quickly, so.
Whatever, but that's like the main point of it.
Because if you have to get in range, what's the point in having an instant locker? Because you see it coming.
I'm starting to sit up as I get a little more nervous. I think that's the average
Yeah, but for people like this who are working in
posture of EVE players goes probably something like this.
Sorry, what now?
Just camp the tack. He's warping to.
But
the
then
same
like
one,
somebody jumps in, like,
you'll be able to instant lock him when he just appears on that bookmark.
To the bubble or what?
check their profile. You know,
One of the legs of the station.
maybe go to Z kill.
Then if you go top left,
What's his name? That's all spaced. See what he's about.
it's kind of 11 o'clock.
Get the thinking face on.
From the station.
See his efficiency. Don't have much to worry about, so you can go back to this. But like, let's say it was 99. Oh shit, that's a smart bombing thing. No! Oh god, I thought that was a... Oh boy. Alright, time to use tacticals, because that was crazy. Okay, now you just see I did it for real. I did the real, the real... I think they're gonna try to smart bomb me. I did the real sit-up, like, that's it, like... Not to this, to... Shit's about to get fucking real. You get this, like, stiffer posture.
Alright.
This guy was talking about, he plays EVE with his wife in bed.
He's at station now.
And they just went, so I guess they tried to smart bomb the Thorax, I'm guessing. I'm guessing they tried to smart bomb the Thorax.
It's fucking Kane out here or something.
Man, what's the button? What's the shortcut that hides every single thing in your overhead? Control F9. Thank you.
See, I wasn't.
I guess he got out.
I wasn't trying to play a joke. I wasn't trying to call you.
He must have burned back the gate. Alright, so what was I saying? A guy plays on his laptop, EVE in bed with his wife. So
Scat porn.
she always knows if he's doing, you know, bad or something's going wrong. She's like, "Are you okay, honey? Is everything all right?" And she's always dead on, like whenever he's in a dangerous, you know, PvP situation or something, you know, or when he's really focusing, or you know, he's in real danger.
Isn't that Goatsy? That's also called Goatsy.
And she says it's because, you know, she asked him. I totally thought I got smart bombed.
Hey, if you guys have got fireworks, let them off now. Come, next screenshot.
I'll shoot him with my missiles, they're kind of like fireworks.
Drone combat.
Double 7-0s, why not? Should have told him about the stream. But I didn't catch his battle, so it would have been pointless.
Hey guys, is Station Undock bubbled?
In hindsight, I guess it would have been kind of cool if I did catch the battle, but I would have been dead for sure with that Orthros there. And they're smart bombers, so I don't... They would have smart bombed my pod. I would have been in Zincon. They would have been waiting for me again. It would have been terrible. Alright, getting back to my story. Why did she know? And she said that she would feel him start to stiffen up, you know, in bed, and then the stiffening would either relax away or turn up to him, like, instead of playing, he plays the laptop on his chest.
Yes, yeah.
And I'm looking down like this. Instead of him doing that, he'd put it right on his stomach or lap and sit up in bed, like, straight up, and really start focusing and be, like, perfect posture.
I can link you the cold mail.
So then she knew he was in PvP whenever he did that, and after that he would either kind of relax but still stay sitting up, and if he did that, she knew he won, or he would just slouch back down, put the computer back on his chest, and go like, and go back to this, which means he lost. Oh shit, Kigali's talking about John Bellicus, we should listen.
Some of those guys who introduced you to the game, taught you how, actually made the thing fun for you, are going to be dead shortly, and some...
Shortly? Shit.
Some you won't ever know that they are. They'll just stop logging in, and you'll never see them again. And John was one of those guys. He just stopped logging in, and it was really unusual. It was a bit crazy, really, because he was so, so into it, so into the game. And then one day, his mum jumped on his Reddit account and told his best mate in the game, "I'm very sorry, I saw this icon, these messages that you've been sending him pop up on his phone, but I didn't know what it meant, I didn't know how to find it, but now I see that you blah blah blah. I have to tell you that he committed suicide on the 29th of April. So sorry to tell you this." And
that's a shame.
It was really unbelievable because none of us could actually believe that this kid had committed suicide. He was always funny and
he taught me how to fly.
Seemed happy and extremely
and Barliget.
Extremely great teacher.
Nice guy.
Ran these fantastic classes that had hundreds of newbies in, and it was just such a massive shock.
Is it Bella? Calls her Bella.
To the very few people who knew initially that he had committed suicide. Most people just knew that he died. But yeah, so this is a celebration of those guys that make the game fun for you, and some of whom have disappeared. And it's also a celebration of your mates in this game. And play it long enough and you're gonna
Did he delete his character?
Even if you never meet them.
No.
Right, things on the notepad straight into Corp chat.
Negative.
That was a good speech.
Yeah, well said, Kigali.
I hope somebody recorded that.
It's a paraphrase of my Eve Down Under speech, so if you want to see that, just watch that again.
Nice, definitely. Go and watch that. There's many feels in that speech.
And I cried, so I sound like a big...
John was a good guy. He taught me E-War.
When you tell it like this,
I got it recorded, by the way.
Cracking chest type.
See, this is why your stream comes, because this is why the game is... I haven't played many MMOs. All right, let me give you my MMO history. Guild Wars 2, DC Online, which was my favorite. Someone did die in DC Online. It was sad, but we didn't do stuff like this. I guess, I don't know, different MMOs have different cultures, and let me put the music back up.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Different MMOs have different cultures, but I can't even speak for other. Now I'm sure Goonswarm is similar because of Vile Rat. I don't know, just the EVE culture seems to be, as much as we're dicks to each other, like real fucking dicks, and we'll fuck each other over in a heartbeat. And we're all sociopaths and whatever we like to think of ourselves as. That doesn't really get carried over too much, the IRL.
Oh my god.
So we're at the Kandahar station. So
that's not a Proteus, by the way.
That's what I like about EVE.
Because of the subsystems.
Community, because the game, if you can call it a game, is very difficult and hard, and it's really the community that keeps you in.
That looks like an ibis. Oh well. Get ready to drop triage reps.
Bellicose. Do they have his name listed? No, his name's not linked. John taught me how to do E-War.
This is because my Chimera is not ready for a month and a half, so...
Hello, it's the name of the fleet, you idiot. I just thought about that. I'm so dumb.
Docking permission requested.
I am so dumb. Bellicose, that's it.
Docking requested.
There he is, there's John.
That's some funny subsystems you got there.
Bring down the mood. Poor guy, poor family. John taught me how to do E-War in Barliget.
Really?
I think. Check. I'm pretty sure.
People don't have to take time out of this game to teach you things, especially new players who ask sometimes stupid questions or I'm sure because they're not paying attention or something, like I probably wasn't, will ask questions. He's very patient and very kind. And if there are more people in EVE like him, it'd be
even if I sit next to him in smart
really wonderful place. It's unfortunate what happened to him. And I get torn on that too because
no, you can't.
Well, but that's if he wants to do it.
Yeah, we'll go.
So I've had, okay, my MMO experience is Guild Wars 2. I've never, it's a beautiful game. I tried to get into it, but I couldn't find a real community. And that's my own fault. And I came out of it right after DC Online. And let me do my clone bit thing before I forgot.
Basically, there's no way of doing it.
Basically, even if you're Rooks and Kings, you couldn't do it.
I don't know, I reckon if we void bomb it, as soon as the void bomb hits, we hit it with consecutive bomb waves.
I came from DC Online, which is really a cool game because the PvP action is really skill. Like, it's unlike EVE, in a sense, it's more like a fighting game. So it kind of combines the fighting and MMO and DC, and they got the voices. Except for Wonder Woman, which kind of bothered me, but it was so cool. You know, it was really awesome. I didn't like Sony and what they were doing with the pricing structure. I don't like a company having my credit card, especially Sony with the hacks. I mean, they keep getting hacked, so I never liked that. And this is like, must have been like 4 years ago.
I love how that
So I had to leave DC Online because they were removing. I used to buy the Sony PlayStation money at GameStop, and
The whole Polaris one requiring Polaris 5.
they were getting rid of that.
I have an issue.
I was like a legendary player. I don't like Sony as a gaming company. I mean, they make excellent televisions, probably one of the top ones, if not the top. I have a giant Sony, and my wife, she loves Sony cameras and stuff like that.
It's weird.
Kind of weird what they do with their own ecosystem, but you know, Vegas is pretty decent program. I'm on a tangent. Get back to it. So I was looking for an MMO
I'm gonna try and burn towards
to fill that MMO void, because I would spend a lot of time on DC Online, and
I'll jump in on them and try to.
so I went to Guild Wars, and what I liked about Guild Wars was that pricing structure. I thought that was pretty awesome. And then they had like a market.
Oh my god, I found it.
So I did Guild Wars. I didn't like that type of MMO combat where you push a button and it automatically does it, or it's a series of button pushes. Not for a Persona. For Eve, it's fine because the ship and it's a computer, so you're like, okay, I can deal with that. But for, you know, I'm a person fighting, and then it's just it seemed too rote, too mechanical. So then I came to Eve, and it was incredible, and we were in Barliget at the time, and very nice people. I read about it on the Mittani. Actually, you know who found it? Was my wife. She was showing me the ships and just the beautiful imagery on one of the message boards she goes on. And I said, oh wow, that is beautiful. What are those full rendered movies? And she's like, no, it's the game. No way a game is that. It's lies. These are full rendered movie cutscenes. I bet you any money. We checked it out and it wasn't. And we're like, wow, that is beautiful. So yeah, then I joined and did a little bit of research and found out that on the Mittani what Brave Newbies were about. I thought, cool, I'll join this group. You know, they sound like a cool group. And
there's a Carries wreck right next to the Omen issue.
I did, and I read about how they like Tal Wars, so I trained pretty much a Minmatar train, as you can see here. And they don't use Tal Wars, they're using Atrons. So I was like, what the fuck? So since I'm stubborn, I stuck with Tal Wars, and I'm glad I did. Yeah, I have a smattering of Kaldari, but
I cannot catch them.
I was in Tal Wars, and as you know, well, let me get moving. Let's get moving here. Meth Smoothie. What do you got? You're like a really tattered kind of ship. Always make sure you got the male exotic dancers. Can I throw anything in here that I might need? Yeah, these I'll need for sure. Some damage control.
Okay, I got him held down. I have got him scrammed.
I don't need these yet.
Excellent fleet, man.
I can even put a stasis web on this thing. That's actually pretty
I'm gonna
good.
be dead in a few seconds.
I'm not gonna be able to kill anything with this, but maybe a defensive scram. Let me throw a defensive scram on here, just in case something bad happens. I'll be dead in this thing in a heartbeat.
Sweaty, guilty, awesome X. Inflated.
What else can I fit?
Kitchen X.
Alright.
Backyard X. Stop it, Kigali.
Killed me.
Stack all.
Wanna hear that filth?
I gotta get rid of that.
Whew. A guy who I actually said I wanted to kill. Awesome.
That was a quick one.
I should have done this with my other one.
Kicked off the list.
Doc. So, getting back to John was the I was and I didn't set my destination like a scrub. Let's do it right this time, huh, Professor? Jeez. Man, I'm getting a lot of salt this morning. Tasty.
Warp drive active.
Alright. So, everyone, like, they were saying how great E-War was, and I had no idea what E-War was.
They weren't fucking gunked up with bullshit I didn't care about enough. Completed, jump through a Stargate. To the stars. Dock to the station. Base of operation.
Oh, it's House of Sin got back to me. I thought I was a goner, but dual crop thrust for the win. Over 30 jumps trying to get to knowledge. The worst part. Yes, it is. I accidentally moved all my stuff to the wrong station. 58 jumps.
Some people just want to
Instead of going to Y, Z tac, I went to Y tac Z.
I also promised that I'd be the last person out, so...
Did you get it? Oh, yeah.
No. He's laughing because...
So...
I've just typed in Dojo, or one of the Dojo staff channels, that all my capitals, and he doesn't know this, but 99% of my assets are still in cash. So... RIP.
I moved my stuff, Y tac Z. Yeah, it's nice. It's not much, but did you know we can dock there?
Where's my tax in?
About 58 jumps away. It was right at the time that a lot of people were saying that there's not many people logging in and stuff. So I thought, yeah, wow, there's nobody in local. So weird.
Didn't need that stuff anyway.
It's a Goon Swarm station too, and you could we could dock there. So it fit the whole everything I was reading. Like, yeah, goons are gonna transfer this, and I'm like, oh yeah, it makes sense. This music's a little loud. Come on, music. Taking it down just a little.
There's someone in it. Ask him nicely though, he might eject his pod. He's been known to do that.
Is he still here? Ah shit, there's a H-on.
Yeah, ISC's like it. So, okay, getting back to the whole thing. Alright, so they were telling train... I keep hitting this, I'm so sorry. Train... Algos.
Does the Atron scout for the hound?
That would have killed me. It would have been a decent fight, I think.
The Atron is just doing like single PvP, having fun around system, I think.
Let me let those guys know. And oh, I thought I just went into a... Didn't it look like I went into a bubble? I guess it passed something. God, this is like an exercise in ADD, this conversation.
I don't know why I just came.
Got the Barliga, we're all new players. They say train E-War, right?
Upgrades for jump bridges.
And when they said train E-War, they were talking about specifically the sensor dampeners and the
just to move around the region for
the Caldari ones, which are jams. And
oh no.
God,
the
I don't have my eye.
If it requires
the I didn't know that Minotaur had E-War. I thought they didn't. So there's John Bellicose and a few other lollipops guys or bold guys were forming up, and they were having a class on E-War, and they were at the time and still are considered like the best PvPers. Like if you want to do PvP, that's the group you join, L-Pops, because that's what they do, small gang roams and stuff, and they're still very much like that. And so like, why don't you come along, Professor? And I was like, I can't do E-War. They're like, well, what do you find? I was like, Minotaur. And they're like, oh, can you fly a Vigil? And I said, a Vigil? Yeah, I can fly that. That's not E-War. That's,
What's tax?
they have a skin for it.
It's the 100% thing on Facebook.
I go, that's not E-War. They're just target painters, which I'd fly. And they go, no, that's considered E-War, so come along.
That's the thing that.
So I went along, and it was probably, you know what, not probably, it was the best PvP class I've had. It was so much fun.
They've got 100% and 50% tax rates set on them.
That's
Why?
They're not ours though, are they?
No, they're Faithful Holdings.
So you can't really see it. Oh, it's got a little bit of gold on it.
Who didn't set the tax?
That's not bad.
Set the tax kind of thing, so only one person can use the planet.
I do kind of like.
One set of tax for
Like has a little Minmatar hint to it.
anyone else wants to use it pays that rate, and that's 100%. So
Oh no, I just moved my thing into my overview. The so I went along.
Wait, so we're paying for this space or something?
The best PvP class. I learned so much about piloting, and then that just naturally carry over. And really, piloting your own ship is extremely important. And W Rush, another excellent PvPer. He has classes too.
This is the boring.
It's really necessary to do PvP.
Spacing catch, and so it's fine. We can just. Oh my god. Don't worry. You're okay. No. It's alright.
And John was really patient with me the whole time and really taught me how to pilot, how to target paint, and how important. You see, this is the thing, is that they were calling for jams and all these other things. They kind of neglected in these fleets how important target painters are. It is a force multiplier. A Vigil is, wow. That's going to be considered, you know, something people will primary and go after. That's how much of a threat on field it is. Especially when you're in like blob warfare.
And it's exactly like you would imagine. Some of the members trying to bully you. Some of the CCP members, some of the CCP dudes are quite rude. Some of the CCP members are extremely lovely. Some of the CCP dudes you never see. Everybody is very, like all the CSM members, are very highly opinionated on things.
Hi guys, talking about well, I agree with that.
Your opinion of the opinionated people.
Oh, my opinion is that they need to be opposed at all costs, no matter what their opinion is, and even if I agree with it.
And he has a new omen out.
Holy shit, look at these fucking potatoes. Where did they go?
So
Suddenly appeared.
that was John. And Vigils, if you fly a ship and you want to do PvP, fly a Vigil. Even if they don't call for it, it's like they overlook how important that damn ship is. If you want to hit something out and it's in a small frigate, you're going to make it as big as a cruiser. You know, that's important. If you're going to hit something that's a cruiser, or you know, you're going to make that even bigger. It's so important.
Sub-caps only, unfortunately, on this character.
Afterburner fit, so you don't bloom your signature radius, and you just stay behind the DPS. You know, if this is the DPS, and this is the enemy fleet DPS Vigil. So you have that, and you just shoot over, you just project your laser onto them. And then if they try to come in, they gotta cut through the DPS. So try to kite around or warp off and warp back. You get it back to the goal.
With wards out too much of the day.
And we have a bot. Wonderful.
So Panicos, how about a Nesta?
Buy games cheap.
Of a Nesta's in station. Can I fly a Nesta? That's probably the first question.
It's Galente and a Mar battleship.
So that's what you do with the Vigil. It's
If not a
and then if somebody gets in close to you, you just warp out and then come back. Hopefully not to the
That would be
worst spot.
perfect, actually, because then people could just keep dumping.
Yep. And
Yeah.
fuel.
There was a
No,
Twitch
no, no.
streaming service for broadcasters. I think it's pretty expensive and kind of lame, but I'm sure people do it. Where they will fill your stream with tons of views, which is easy enough to do, but actually people, I don't know if they're people or bots or Chinese farmers, that will type things and interact with your stream to make it look like you have a huge channel.
Or I guess a Boostard could.
It's kind of lame.
Boostard would be a perfect signer.
But I'm sure the bigger channels do it. It's just like YouTube. When people would create like all those different ghost accounts, so they get voted up and stuff. I guess it worked for him. I mean, Philip DeFranco, I think, is still around, so. Who has the time for that? And why? But I guess if it's an income and it's a job source, why not? I guess.
I'm gonna go and pour some beer in on top. I'll come back in a little minute.
Should make a beer float. A little ice cream in there.
Big play float. Oh my god, hit that on my Navy. Hit it with your drones.
So that's what we've been up to. And oh my gosh. You know, we had a channel with D&D in it, and I don't know whatever happened to that channel. Or the people that used to play.
There is ozone in the Chimera.
Yay.
That's all you can ask for in this stage in life is
Are you
ozone
saying that
in the
we
Chimera.
can grab some of it?
Yep, just grab it out before you hang it.
Perfect.
My alt, I still never lit a Sino. Or he's trained for, because this guy had to get like advanced weapon upgrades or something, so I was flying around, so I was like, alright, I'll just might as well train somebody else. I trained him to be the planetary interaction and Sino guy, and he has those skills like perfect. Never did planetary interaction, never lit a Sino. He has a pretty impressive kill board though, so if you care about that kind of stuff.
We have that Doman on target.
It's locking me. It's locking me. And I'm dead.
If you're going up against Omen and you're in a frigate, those things are frigate killers. Yeah, Omens are frigate killers.
Broadcast for reps.
Yeah, that sounded pretty hilarious.
6 large reps available. W's in fleet.
Paul's W's are in a Talos.
Okay, it's flying away.
Yeah, if you're in a frigate, you're 40k frigate, you one shot.
There's all these mels I've never read. I think I've read them in my alt.
We have some links.
My link trainer's, well, not
It was
done.
kinda funny.
I was gonna say it's done in 3 months. I got most people who are rational and sane will buy a character that's trained for links.
You need to get the morale.
I decided to not do that and make a character. Alright, and I'll tell you the reason. One, I like having my own characters. I don't know, if you don't and you think it's silly, you got a good point there. Then you buy them, whatever. But I like having my own characters and creating them, even though you rarely see them. And you can resculpt their faces and everything, but I like it. The most people buy a booster. The problem I have is that the name bothers me, and I hear you can get it changed maybe once from CCP, but that's a maybe and a once. But I don't know. I want to name my character. You know. I think that's an old
Training time, really.
D&D type of thing. Even back then, when you were playing paper and pencil D&D, like I used to play AD&D 2nd edition, even Dungeons and Dragons Basic, in that red box. But AD&D 2nd edition, you know, you could at the time buy characters. I thought it was kind of lame. And I think that that old idea followed me into the MMO world, and in the MMO world, it's perfectly fine. But since I'm still in that old man school of thought where, you know, kids, today's music sucks, I don't look at buying a character. You know, I'll make my own, even though it's
I've seen that embezzling.
such a long time.
I've seen it.
Oh yeah, wasn't that a post on Reddit about that?
Yeah.
I was actually gonna just pay out of the teaching fund and just see how long it took you to work out what it was for. but no, you're on the ball.
I would be the worst corp spy, corp theft guy in the history of this game. I have no idea what to take that's valuable besides ISK.
Sounds more like test.
Preferably only the left one.
The left one's not the best.
Where did that fanfic you wrote go, Kigali? Where is that?
Let me put the...
If you search for the word Motre with 2 O's in it, so Motre.
Alright.
I mean, just talking about your balls that made me think of it.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't read that in this particular fleet.
No.
Who's Twisted Sick?
Basically inspired by a true story.
Gangbang team. Look at that. Now look at that logo. That is a logo.
Oh shit. I just noticed that I picked up the faction loot and I never even killed a faction dude.
Alright, let's dock. And I still don't have an
Yeah,
insta-dock of my
that's
own,
a
which is
surprise.
quite dangerous.
That's a nice surprise.
Always make your own insta-docks. Don't rely on corporation. Especially in this corp where every corp tack will be compromised.
Omen is down
It
station.
really teaches you to be on your own. My god, look at all those Cynosure fields.
Fashion red spawn, they play straight at you.
It's like insects.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done quite a lot of anomalies and I've
There's a
never...
Black
never had that
Legion, they
before.
just can't quit us.
I
No, wait.
get,
That's not Pandemic Legion. Black Legion's pretty funny.
What are those expeditions things?
Let's do this one more time, then I'm gonna take
Yeah,
a lunch break.
escalation,
So,
escalation.
can I just destruct my capsule or no? I can do it outside, but then I leave a corpse, so I'll just go to the
All across the map.
euthanasia place.
There was a faction rat, and then some rats to kill. And then I ended up in a flock of white rats that were unkillable.
Why is... Okay, why in my overview here do I only see one? Okay, that's... No, it is
They might
okay.
have just been
I thought there's 3 in
needing
this station, but it's only 2 stations.
It said invincible something something.
I am so bad at this game.
NPC.
Talking about embezzling, I've just embezzled the dojo.
Did you
to the
just
tune
tell
of
me to not do something?
20
Kigali
by
just
accident.
accidentally embezzled.
Fucking little button. Why does that default? Well,
This is turning out to be quite an interesting stream, and I'm glad I'm decided to stream comps.
Well, this could be a source of major drama. You have been robbing Dojo.
You'll have to coup me to get me out.
I think that Atron was trying to come kill me. He'll probably camp the end dock. He's probably insta-locking.
Do anybody have a
Oh no,
procure
it's
bait
not.
fit?
Just the fit.
Combat fit, whatever.
Maybe he's gonna see when I undock and then try to follow me out.
One in the station and
That's what he's gonna do.
No,
I guarantee you that's what he's gonna do. What I'm gonna do is self-destruct because
I heard the Lord of the Bait Proc in this channel a minute ago. Where is he?
I'm here.
There he is.
let's do werewolf next. Werewolf because look, werewolf.
Lead.
Send a list.
Yeah, come on, mate.
Maybe I could run one.
Item hanger. What do I want to move?
I have a couple of fits actually.
Oh no, we have our. See, we have
Are you
salve again,
complete?
so we don't have
Yeah.
to repair. I'm gonna leave these. Maybe some of these. Some of these. Let's try the probe launchers.
Yeah, so Nikolai Sakana. Back. Geez, where was it? It wasn't quite Heck. It must have been Raha. Very early Raha.
Okay, let's see.
Would sit mining in his Procura. This is before any of us knew that Procuras were even a thing. And he'd sit in the
Alright, let's see what
sit
fits.
in the belts, and he'd just start Xing up. And we'd be like, "Oh, what's happened? What's going on?" He's, "Oh, I got somebody tackled." Just, what? Procura. And he'd just sit there, and they'd come in and they go,
Let's
"Oh,
see the
Procura,
fit.
here,
I don't
go,
remember
brave
the
Procura. I'm going to take this out." And then, "Oh, what the fuck? I'm webbed and scrammed, and oh, now I'm dead."
This is a very good fit.
Half the time he'd kill things before we got there. You know, his drones would just chew this bloke apart, and we'd all come in, dribs and drabs, and where is he? Oh no, don't worry about it. I've already killed him.
Oh, nice.
Did you actually lead the kill board for a while?
No.
You must have got close.
There was another guy who was even better than I was, and I think
Really?
it didn't hit. Yeah. I don't know his name anymore.
Warp drive active.
Now let's see. We might be able to catch something. Well, we would be able to catch a lot of things with this and kill it.
Let's make it completely unappointed. We'll Texas.
Yeah, I think more people must have trained into bait procurers because of you, Nikolai.
Was that in Sendai?
Nikolai
Was it
Sirkaner.
the bait skiff in Sendai?
Second, I can definitely use the second one that I put down.
Ah, for God's sake, my dummy is too slow to walk to that omen.
People are having glitches after the
So did y'all actually get
update
it
where the monitor
this time?
turns bright white. Happened to me a few times where everything goes white and you can't see anything.
This is the Atron again. It's fitted at my warp drive this time.
Someone's advertisement for selling a super tune is great nullsec radar.
I don't think I'll ever get a super.
No,
He's not wrong.
No.
They just-
He's absolutely not wrong. Super capitals make outstanding, particularly Aeons, make outstanding nullsec radars because they just sit there with a smart bomb on and all the rats die.
Is that really how you do it?
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know that.
At all.
It's safe in deep null when you're in the middle of the CFC and you have to go 2,000 bells to get here.
Sorry,
That's true.
What, Kagala? I don't know who VCFC are.
CFC.
This is not a coalition that exists.
The CFC. The artist formerly known as the CFC, indeed.
To be forever known as the CFC.
Oh, I'm out of. Why didn't anybody tell me that I'm sitting here without any bloody ozone? Yes, sir.
The chimera.
You're like sat next to the camera. Get one.
Oh, have you got tons in there? Have you? Is that why I'm?
Can you go? I guess you can access on a capital ship their
What are
base.
you using the ozone for?
I had no
Science.
idea.
Warp drive
Or I'm snorting it up.
Oh, a corpse. I missed
That's
getting the
ultimately the only
corpse.
killing the veg.
Doc Nuka, generally the monitor going white means that the fireworks have blown your graphics card. I don't know why they do that, but they do.
What blows your graphics card?
Fireworks that people are shooting around. Just overloads it or something.
It's a memory leak of your cache. You just need to reset your cache.
I had no idea what that's what it was.
Some IT thing. Apparently there are these things called computers.
IT hard.
There's still free cynos and oxygen.
Yes.
Oh, I think it's stuck with an asteroid.
I'll dock up. Hang on, I'll dock up, and if you need a cyno and some...
Do people just leave silos running all the time? I have no idea.
Need Kigali right now.
Warp drive active.
Sorry, just let me get some cynos out of the hangar.
Thank you, by the way.
I think we should all sign out red and reposition ourselves into a 7-0.
And now there's a raptor.
Warp drive active.
Wow.
I think that might be a little difficult.
I can't imagine. I cannot imagine doing this.
Crow, what level is your cyno skill at?
1.
Okay.
Would be really cool is if we could get like 200 or 300 people all to orbit the station at 500 and like sign.
I cannot imagine
That'd be really cool.
getting my stuff 50 jumps back.
It'd be easy to do. Just
Oh gosh. I've made it terrible. Guess who's gonna be doing solo PvP in YTAC Z?
Mr.
This guy.
You still want us to work to you?
No, I'm dead.
Hugo, what's your cyno skill at?
Get 1, unfortunately.
Does someone need a sign it?
Mine's at 5. We can do a perfect sign.
I
I got
probably
a
should have
2
trained
with
it
sign
in
of
advance
5
of
if
this.
some.
Hey guys, we have a new policy for people that get killed because we didn't get to you on time. After you get killed, you need to get on comms and create a big scene and call everybody dumb as balls and stuff like that.
Wait, are you telling people? Are you telling people that aren't on comms to get on comms via comms?
Sorry, Seth Hull, are you cyno 1 as well?
Yeah, I'm cyno 1 as well. Thank you.
Awesome.
I'm dying to let a sign out. I've never let one.
I think you gotta get that to 3 if you want to get a Sino rookie ship, right?
No.
The Amar's rookie
4
ship
for
is
rookie
rough.
ship.
It's
The Amar rookie ship
4,
can't hold enough fuel for sinos.
R1 requires 5 for a cargo expander.
Oh, and I aggressive.
So you frequently see, for whatever reason, Sino ships for Amar being the Explo ships.
Hit me pretty hard. The Raptor is in the station.
Warp drive active.
Atron is 200 and 300 off.
What's pretty funny to do is if you're in, like, I used to do this, if you're in a missile ship, you look at the range your missiles hit out to. So you warp to a Sino, but you warp out of range of your missiles, you lock them, because usually you could lock pretty far.
He's just gonna dock.
Then shoot your missiles. So let's just see all these incoming missiles and they'll be like, ah, crap. And then they'll just die out right before they hit the Sino guy. That's pretty funny to do. A Saber.
Yeah, he's humping that station now.
He's got me yellow boxed.
Alright, Saber. The Kadeshi.
Come on, red box, you bastard.
Let's see how I'm aligned here.
He's docked.
What am I aligned to? Nothing. Alright, so I have to turn. Do I burn? I think I can make it out if he burns away from me. Going to try it.
Warp drive active.
he probably thinks I'm insta-fit. Because I have, because I'm not in taxi mode, he probably could have locked me, done some damage. And because I did a full 90-degree turn to the gate, then I'd have to go 180 to burn back. And my transversal in that turn would have dropped. And he probably could have killed me. Because this ship has been your typical interceptor.
I love the feature it's giving two separate
And he would have got
directions of what WW and XX
a decent cargo hold. I'll tell you, the most horrible thing to lose would have been... Did I take the pills with me? I think I took them last time. Okay, so those pills are pretty good. That would have been the worst to lose. Because... Okay, blue pills, if you use shield boosters, which Brave uses a lot of, right? Give you a boost. Lets you rep your shield, repair your shield a little more. But they come with drawbacks sometimes. So you can take something and you might find you have a, you know, now 20% less shield, 20% less turn, etc., etc. So, even though there's a skill that you can train to help negate that effect, shorten it, or give you odds not to get that effect, which I have both trained, you still get it. Like, there's still a pretty decent chance you'll get it. Synth blue pill boosters don't have that side effect at all, but 3% is nice, but almost could be considered negligible. This synth blue pill booster gives you 5%, which is actually pretty nice. It's synth, so it has no drawbacks or side effects, and it's dirt cheap. And you can carry them through high sec because they're synth. That's what the last shipment out had a lot of. That's what I like to use. Sometimes I'll use standard or strong. For the most part, though, I'll use synth because 20% shield capacity is pretty substantial. A loss in that. So you could really wreck yourself. I'll go with a 5% boost with no chance of a bad thing. That's pretty nice. So I use the name brand synth. It's really good. So they're redoing. Well, they reopened the Alliance logos, right? So what they want is, first of all, it looks like somebody's hitting it with like a pre-speckled Photoshop brush, you know, with white or something to make them look what they describe as like space dust or something. Darkness, I think, was the corp that they used as a example. So I think they went in here and added this, they call it dust to here. And one of their criteria is that it has to look kind of post-apocalyptic / sci-fi / space.
So I'm clearing like a folder out.
What does that mean? Like
all my major assignments at uni, and outside of like one of the inside of one of the reports I pulled out just fell 20 quid. So yay, 20 quid.
Nice.
So what does that mean for organizations like Test?
Sensor or something.
Because this isn't really considered
so I write a program and then
space.
2,000 word report on the creation and design of that program. So I printed most of them off today because.
And that's where we stand. Like, it doesn't look. So there's some alliances that are submitting things like a container of Chinese food, and they're getting rejected. So it's interesting. What are they going to do with these established and well-known icons and alliances? Are they going to make them change? It'll be an interesting time. I don't think we have the Brave Alliance one up yet, though. No, we don't.
You know, they're sort of training manuals. I have to do little assignments, and then I have to critique them. And it's always my habit to, when they're handing them in, or handing them over, so that I can my little comments and it goes on to the boss. I'll grab one of them.
It is a pretty quiet, except for that saber. Pretty quiet.
Book, and then I'll hand them in, and I'll say to the, say to the group at large, okay, so let's see who's going to pass this week. I'll pick up the first one, shake it out, nothing happens. The second, shake it out, nothing happens. Then pick it up and shake it, $50 falls out. And then, oh, well, this bloke's going to pass. It's always very amusing. It's always very amusing because everybody in the room just has this face like, holy fucking shit! Is he actually?
So I wonder if they're gonna make. I imagine they will make Test redesign their logo.
I'd be thinking, who the fuck put money in this line to try and get money?
To keep it in line, because they seem to be really coming down like with this new version of Eve with Fozzie and making it more new player friendly, which of course I'm all for. So I guess the CFC is redoing their coalition Goonswarm thing. But at the same time, in their corporation creation, there's a lot of space-like logos. Just like horses and unicorns.
Diversity. Like, he put a screenshot on Reddit the other day, and I'm pretty sure he's running a 4K monitor. So by the end of like USTZ, we need his entire room for you to build with stuff.
Yeah. That'd be hilarious. Our new system, yeah, we can see this.
Oh my gosh, I gotta do this for a few more ships. Because I'm too cheap to use a jump raider server. Now I think I'm going to use a jump raider service for the cruisers, but I don't know. I think so far at this time zone, it looks like I would be able to make it. Saber would have given me trouble, but as our friend in the Thorax, House of Sin, dual prop Thorax, I could dual prop. Dual prop Cloak.
Oh, so he's just hanging around.
What I would need to do is, I would need to... Why do we have an instant undock here? That's interesting.
Alright.
What I would need to do is... I'd need to burn tacticals on all these gates first. Because that's what I had to do to move my stuff out to the wrong station.
Always.
Let me check.
Pushbite, I remember him. He's in Brave Newbies. What's Hello Kitty Enterprises? And the Shadow Cartel. I can't believe how old Brave Newbies is. You're starting to see more year-long pilots playing. It's kind of cool. W's in fleet. And home we are. And again, because I'm bad, I'm going to use the inn to dock to the staging station instead of creating my own. See how slow this thing gets in the warp? That Saber could have had me, but he thought I was taxi fed, I bet. he would have gotten the second most. Oh, I took the corpse? Crap, I don't want to take that. He would have gotten my second most prized possession. Exotic male dancers, because you need one of those. What the hell is a nomad? That's what I thought it was. I think this is all for the John Bellicose thing. People are taking in these. Wow. People are coming in with these ships for the John Bellicose event. You got to get out here. If you're watching right now, you have to get out here and make it to this event. You owe it to yourself. Let's just check our Reddit. What's our Reddit? Reddit.com/BraveNewbies. There it is.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of experience with combat fleets, but should I bring an E-War? Would that be of any help?
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so that's what it is. It's for the John Bellicose today. Sino Day. That's right, today's Sino Day. For every pilot we have lost to something, we light a Sino in memory of them. So, that's why there's so many Sinos outside, which is really cool. Dojo staff and BNI directors can assist with free Sinos and free ozone.
Good technician is always nice.
Start importing shield power relay nervous, all of the above fireworks. Wow, that's really cool. And this event, the real event for John Bellicose, is starting May 30th. So, we expect to see you out there if you're watching. You know, this is something cool and open to a lot of people.
He's gonna be dead before you guys get here. Actually, he might not. He's repping.
Yeah,
that's really cool. And I'm moving stuff back and forth like a scrub because I needed recon ships. I've developed this new thing with OCD. You know, it's not really OCD, but it's game pretended OCD where I need to have perfect skills to fly a ship, I've noticed. Like, I want perfect skills to fly something, so I won't fly it until I'm perfect in it. Which is totally against the spirit of Brave, against everything. But for some reason, knowing I could do max, you know, min-maxing, appeals to me. It never appealed to me before, but all of a sudden, just recently, I think when I did my my Munin train, and I wanted to get all perfect skills in that, that's when it hit.
Wait for him to
so now I have to break myself of that bad habit because it really limits the fun you have. Because like a 2-week, a 30-day train, it's killer. And it's not in the spirit of Brave at all. So I've tried to break or curb that habit. Maybe level 4 is fine, but I like seeing that full 5 bars. Anyway, I am the Faustian Man, in-game character Professor Push. I'm going to go grab some lunch. Thank you for watching the stream. I appreciate it. And you have a hell of a day. I will be back after lunchtime sometime later. I'm in Philadelphia, so Eastern Daylight Savings Time is 10:22 a.m. I'll probably be back around 12:30 or so, or 1 o'clock that time. And you take care. Rock on and explode and die hilariously.